dad at a church. Say hi, baby.
What's up?
Natalie. Jaden's back there. So we had an interesting experience. Oh look, baby, they're renting that house. This is actually a new church that we are attending. We have a lot of thoughts about it. I think we're still gonna talk through and see whether or not we're gonna be coming back, or it's very similar to a church that we actually got baptized in and attended a really long time ago, and so it's nice to be around, something that's familiar, but it's similar, so it's obviously not the exact same thing. So we're gonna talk about it, but it was nice, it was nice to get there and feel welcome. It was like a breath of fresh air to like come somewhere and feel welcomed and know the songs and just be familiar. So we'll see. We're still talking. We definitely just need to really go after our relationship with God, and I think that's all we're looking for right now, right, babe? So, but yeah, so we're on our way to lunch right now. I don't know where we're going, so we'll see you there. All right, so we made it to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're looking to see what we want. Jaden, say hi. Can you say hi? He's dropping all the menus. Buffalo Wild Wings low-key got super expensive. Huh, Natalie? I decided not to clean the house right after my nap because the kids were awake. They're gonna keep making a mess, so I think I'm just gonna wait till they go to sleep. They go to sleep around 8:30, so I took a good nap, so I'm gonna have energy to just clean the whole house. I want to talk to you guys about the whole church thing and our experience, but I feel like you guys need to know more background on that before I let you in on anything else. But the good thing is that we did set up a dinner, so we're going over to dinner. We're going over for dinner to Luke and Amanda's house tomorrow, and we're just gonna talk and let them know just where we're at, just with our relationship with God, and we want help because I got baptized 7 years ago, and 2010. I was a senior in high school, had just turned 18, and it was really awesome. It was an exciting thing to come to know God, and I got baptized as an adult for the forgiveness of my sins, and it was just cool. Like it was exciting to have the same group of kids doing the same thing you are, and I didn't feel like isolated. I know that when you're that young and you want to love God, it's hard because you have the peer pressure, and even with the support of people, there's still a lot of peer pressure, especially for me. I was a teen mom. I had a daughter, so I experienced sex at a very early age, and so there's that temptation. There's the temptation of I did a lot of partying when I was in high school, a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking weed, and so the temptation of this was my whole life, or this was my life from when I was 13 years old up until I got baptized. So you know, it was really hard to let go of those habits, but at the same time, it was really awesome to, you know, change my life and have a purpose. And so it was really awesome, you know, and Natalie got to grow up in the church and got to feel love from many people and so on and so forth. You know, moving forward, you know, there's a lot of great things that happened, a lot of victories, as well as a lot of sin on my part that, you know, caused a lot of things to go wrong that, you know, and that's another story. I don't even know if I'm making sense, but anyway, needless to say, I was part of the church for 6 years, and so I moved to Oregon. I was there for about a year. This was 2 years ago, and it was awesome. And just a lot happened, and I think I'll save that story for another day. But we ended up leaving the church. I ended up leaving the church. My husband at that time, boyfriend, ended up leaving the church. He actually got kicked out, but that's another story as well. And so we just left really hurt because there was a lot of things done and said, and you know, later on into us leaving, a lot of things came up about the church we were going to, which hurt us even more. And so, you know, when we were considering coming back and getting, you know, we call it being restored, and, you know, basically reviving our relationship with God and being part of a fellowship, when we considered that, all this stuff about the church that we were attending came about, and we just were like, you know what, we're not even going to do it. And I think a lot of it had to do with it just us being just so hurt, feeling so bitter, and having these feelings that other people had in the past, but just never having the courage to bring it up. And so finally, when it came to the light, we were like, hey, we felt that, you know, we experienced that. And so whatever, you know, I'm not going to say that this is a horrible church, because they helped me become the woman that I am today. They helped me to know God. They taught me a lot, you know, and I had a lot of great experiences. I got to travel. I got to, you know, it was amazing. It was amazing. But it was just those little things that, you know, you look at now, you look back and you're like, they're just things that, you know, I don't know. Whatever. The thing is that this church is actually very similar to that. It was a church that actually came before the church that we are now. So it's an old version of the church. So we had gone to local churches, community churches, but we just saw that it wasn't for us. Like I said in the earlier clip, you know, we didn't feel welcomed. We didn't really feel, it was more, you know, they had great worship, but it was all about the feels, and it wasn't about your relationship with God and going after repentance. There's nothing, none of that. And so with this church, you know, of course we're so nitpicky, you know, there's things that we like, things that we didn't like, whatever, but it has been the closest thing to home for us spiritually. And so we're gonna try it out. Hopefully it goes good. Again, we have dinner with Luke and Amanda tomorrow, and I'm excited to finally get some help in my relationship with God, get some accountability, and we'll just see where it goes. You know, I think at this point in our marriage, you know, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary. I feel like because when we met each other, we were at such a great point in our relationship with God, and then, you know, everything happening within ourselves, our own sinful nature in the church, and the damage and stuff, like it's taken a toll on our relationship. And I feel like right now we're not the best, we're not where we should be in our marriage, and so that's another exciting thing. I feel like we really need to recenter God in our marriage and in our home with our children, and most importantly as individuals. And so if you believe in God and you pray to Him, just say a little prayer for us, and just wish us all the good vibes, throw them our way, so that we can really go after just really healing and really taking care of ourselves spiritually. So I'm excited, but I'll keep you guys updated. For now, I'm just gonna enjoy the girls in the pool. I might take a dip. I didn't bring my bathing suit, but we live right next to the pool, so I'll probably just go home and change. And I think that's pretty much it. We're just gonna enjoy the pool and we're gonna call it a night. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you stuck around to the end and you are new to my channel, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are so grateful for all the new, all the new babes that have come to our channel and to my channel to just really catch up on our lives. I'm excited and I'm just grateful. I think I always say it, but I really am. This YouTube thing has been so amazing, and I love it. But yeah, if you're new, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you thought. And for those of you that are my loyal subscribers, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our